Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a relaxed hair update video. I'm gonna share my most recent relaxer day experience and also share some things that I have changed my mind about, some upcoming things that I have going on with my hair as well. So if you're interested, make sure you stay tuned. Also, do not forget to hit that subscribe and like button. Let's go ahead and get on into it. I relaxed my hair Saturday, June 15th. If you're watching this video, then my video showing my relaxer day and everything I did will be posted before this video. So make sure, if you have not already, that you go and watch that video too. After you finish watching this one, I will be sure to link it in the description box below for you. Prior to this relaxer, my last relaxer was in November of 2023. I usually relax my hair about 2 to 3 times a year. I am text lax, so all that means is that I do not process my hair bone straight. I still do have a lot of texture left in my hair, but that texture is very different than how my virgin curl pattern is. I like to text lax my hair because, in my opinion, it gives my hair a fuller appearance, and it also makes me less worried about over processing my hair. When I did used to relax my hair bone straight, it was a lot thinner and it was very over processed. This time around, my hair is much thicker, much fuller, and I do not have those same concerns as I did before. This time around, when I relax my hair, I use this relaxer by Motions. That is the regular formula, and I had a pretty good experience overall relaxing my hair. The process went by really fast. You guys will see it if you already have watched my relaxer video, or if you're gonna watch it after this one. The process went really smooth. The only thing that was a little bit different for me this time than my previous time and the time before that was that I had much more chemical burns this time. I had chemical burns a lot really on this side, like right here in the front, and then like a little bit around here and in the back, which I did expect to have some burning because my scalp was really itchy prior to me relaxing my hair, as well as it was a rough week for me and my hair. The week that I decided to relax my hair, I probably should not have relaxed it, but I had already bought all this stuff and it was really time. I was really excited and ready, but honestly, I probably should have waited, just because, like I said, my scalp was very itchy. And I do not recommend relaxing your hair when your scalp is itchy or irritated, because if you do, you'll probably end up experiencing chemical burns like I did. One thing you can do though, and this is what I did if you have very sensitive scalp and you have chemical burns, because even on times when I don't scratch my hair, most of the time I still burn. It was only one time where I really didn't have any issues with chemical burns, and that relaxer is so hard to find that I just kind of gave up on using it. That was the Silk Elements Luxury Moisturizing Relaxer. With that relaxer, my hair felt so good. I did not have hardly any chemical burns, but like I said, it's really hard to find. So since I can't find that one, I just started using the Motions one, which works as well. But if you do have sensitive scalp and you tend to burn, or you get a severe chemical burn like I did this time, what you can do in the days after care for your scalp is just to make sure that you avoid touching your scalp as much as possible. Avoid extra combing, brushing, all of that with your scalp, as well as do not wrap your hair if you're used to wrapping your hair at night. What I did to kind of just help with it for the next 2 to 3 days after my relaxer was, when I would go to sleep, I would just sleep with my hair in a bonnet. I made sure to pull the bonnet down like on my face instead of sitting like on my scalp where the burns were. And I slept like that for 2 to 3 days. After that, the burns had healed up and I could pretty much comb and brush my hair as normal. So if you do experience chemical burns and it's really uncomfortable the days after your relaxer, try doing that to just give your scalp some additional time to breathe and heal, and that worked for me, so I think it'll work for you as well. One of the things that I have changed my mind with this time around when it came to relaxing my hair, and just overall a view that I've changed, is when it comes to trims. Now, if you guys watch any of my videos about hair growth, about how to get your hair to look better, about how to get thicker, fuller hair, anything like that, in the past, I have always mentioned trims, and while I do still stick to that, I do think trims are a great way to maintain your hair as far as the way it looks, you know, so that it just looks neater and more well kept. It will also make your hair look thicker because you'll be trimming off a lot of those split and dead ends. I don't think that you necessarily have to trim so frequently if you are trying to grow out your hair. So that's one thing. I don't think you have to trim as frequently. I would say maybe get a trim pretty much the same as I always said, like every 10 to 12 weeks, probably more along the 12 weeks mark. I know some people push out their trims even longer than that. I don't think I'm gonna push it out longer than 12 weeks, but I think 12, maybe you could even do 14 weeks if you are just pushing it. But I would say still continue to get your trims like every 10 to 14 weeks. But one thing that I would be careful with when you are getting your trims is be very careful with who is trimming your hair and how much you're letting them trim off, because I find that these hair professionals, these hairstylists, they tend to be really scissor happy. Now, I am not a professional stylist. I tried to trim my hair one time and it went way left, so maybe I have no room at all to speak on this issue, but I just find that they just be wanting to cut off too much hair. Like when I went in to get my hair trimmed, and I would try to find a clip of what my hair looked like before I went and got it trimmed and after I got it trimmed, so you guys can see and have a visual of what I'm talking about. But when I first walked in to get my hair trimmed, the lady was like, yeah, we're gonna have to trim like over an inch, like 2 to 3 inches. She was like, basically, we was gonna have to trim this much. I was like, no, we're not doing that. I said, no, let's stick to 1/2 inch to 1/4 of an inch. I don't think I need to cut off that much hair, because that just didn't make sense to me. I'm gonna show you guys, like I said, my hair, and you guys let me know what you think. Maybe there is a guideline or a rule that hairstylists follow when it comes to how they cut ends, but I think sometimes they really just be trying to cut off more than necessary or do way too much that's not needed, and that kind of made me mad. So I just want to bring that up to you guys and see how you guys feel about the issue. I know that a lot of you guys feel like trims are not that important, so a lot of you guys will probably side with me on this, but yeah, I just think that they be wanting to cut off too much, and I'm gonna be more careful when I do go get my hair trimmed, and I'm gonna start telling them, hey, like I only want this amount trimmed until I find somebody that I can trust again. That, because if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I used to go to the same person every single time to get my hair trimmed. I would go to Great Clips, but I would make sure the same girl was there every single time. Now that girl's no longer there, the staff's changed. It's the whole thing. So I don't really have that luxury anymore, and I haven't really found anyone that I really like. So I'm gonna just keep my eyes open until I find that person. Every time I go in there, I'm gonna just tell them, do not cut off more than 1/2 inch. I don't care what you think, I don't care. Please do not cut off more than 1/2 inch. If you feel like you have to cut off more than 1/2 inch in a certain area, let me see, let me assess it, and then I'll tell you what we're gonna do moving forward. And that's how I'm gonna be moving with these stylists from now on, because like I said, they just be a little bit too scissor happy for me. But let me know what y'all think. My plans for my hair going forward for the rest of the summer is pretty much to do what I always do, is just to maintain my consistency and to just keep doing what I'm doing. I did lack a little bit of consistency in this season with my hair, like as far as from maybe like March till I got my relaxer basically, and that's because I was doing a little bit of traveling and I just needed to change up my hair to accommodate my travel plans. And I wanted to change up my hair and have a little bit of fun. I do like to style my hair, and sometimes those styles do include gel. Sometimes those styles do include hairspray. I don't do it often, but I do like to change up my hair, and I feel like I should not deny myself that, because that is something that I enjoy. Even though I still want healthy hair, I think it can be a balance, and I think everything can be done in moderation. But going forward for the rest of the summer, I really don't have any plans to do any styles or really anything major. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna do any styles, but not as many as I did in this first quarter of the year. I think second quarter, I don't even know what quarter this is. Second quarter, we're gonna be a little bit more chill, and we're gonna just be a little bit boring, and just kind of, like I said, keep up that consistency. My next relaxer, if you guys are interested, I'm planning on it being sometime in October. I'm planning to push my trim out to about 10 to 12 weeks and just keep up my normal routine. I kind of, like I said, fell off with this first part of the year. It was my birthday. I did a lot of traveling. I fell off with like my normal trim and getting my normal trim at my normal 10 weeks. Maybe that's why the lady told me that I needed to get so much cut off, is because I did go much longer than I normally do with my trims. So I'm gonna make sure I stick to my trimming schedule and stick to about 18 to 20 weeks for my next relaxer, so that we can have thriving hair and consistent and healthy results. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are about this video, about my hair. Let me know what questions you have. Let me know what videos that you want to see. I know a few of you have already requested videos, and I am in the process of cooking up those videos for you and getting all the supplies that I need to deliver on those. So stay tuned. Those will be coming out within the next few weeks. And if anyone else has, like I said, a question or a video request showing a hairstyle, or if you want to see a product, just let me know. For hairstyles, I'm pretty much open to anything. Products, I may or may not try the product depending on what it is, but even if I'm not willing to try the product, I will still reply to your comment if you leave one, and possibly give you my feedback on the product. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of my current and new subscribers, and I will see y'all in the next video.